you brothers from the Gathering of Christ Church, and we're going to share some scriptures with you all today. Go through this good book, go through this gospel, go through the Old Testament and the New, and just want to share with you some things that's going down in the earth today. The things behind the scenes, the things that you look past, the things that they put right in front of you, the spiritual wickedness in high places and the righteousness that we should be following. See, society has made us busybodies. We work in 40 hours a week, plus overtime. We go home, we watch TV. We think of career, right? All this to keep you busy. All this to keep you away from researching the things that's right in front of you. The things that they show on TV, the signs and the symbols, they're not sharing with you everything. Let's use an example. One of these examples. For example, what's the name of that hockey team over there?
Over there we have the Rangers, New York Rangers, New York Rangers here in New York.
What other teams you got in there?
We have the Brooklyn Nets that play in the Barclays Center. And that's all. I'm pretty much sure.
Okay, that reminds me, the New York Giants, right? New York Giants. Let's take them for example. A couple of years back, the New York Giants went against who? The Patriots for the championship, right? Nobody seen the subliminal messaging in that. Complete subliminal messaging. And who won? The New York Giants, right? Who did they go against? The Patriots. What did the Patriots represent? The Patriots represented the people. Aren't we supposed to be patriotic for this country? This country? So it was the people versus the giants. Go to Exodus chapter 20, and we're going to start at verse 3. We're going to go right to the Ten Commandments, because I want to reveal some things to all the brothers and sisters out here that's just walking around like society is normal. This is the normal way of living. What they have set up in this society today, in this country, this is not normal. We're going to talk about the New York Giants. We're going to talk about the Patriots. It might have happened a few years back, but that's the easiest subliminal messaging I can share with you all tonight that we can relate on, that we all may have watched. Read that for me,
Exodus chapter 20, verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Verse 3.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me.
Thou shalt not have any gods before me. Right? They're putting gods in your society that you just overlook. The New York Giants represent who? The Nephilim, the Nephilim, the fallen ones. When the angels slept with the women, they created giants. That's who the New York Giants represent. So when you had the Patriots, or the people, versus the giants, and the people lost, the Patriots lost, they were telling you, society is crumbling because the giants or the Nephilim are winning. And they've already won this society. They've already beat this society. And we here we come up with these marches like Wall Street. What was that march called a few years back? That's gone. What's it called?
Occupy Wall Street.
We coming up with Occupy Wall Street, Million Man March. Let me tell you, the giants are marching all over y'all. They are marching all over y'all. So when the Bible says, thou shalt have no other gods before me, including, but not limited to, Walgreens, which stands for, they have a pharmacy. There's a pharmacy, mind you, on every corner, almost every corner in New York City and all across this nation. Because those were the giants created. Pharmacy means pharmakia. In the Bible, it stands for witchcraft. They're not giving you medicine to heal you. They're giving you vaccines to make you sick. Think about it. Pharmacy is giving you vaccines. The same people who's giving you medicine that you have to survive on for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? They're either going to heal you, they're going to make you whole, or they're killing you off. And we need to look at the facts. These things are not healing you. Pharmakia is not healing you. Pharmakia, again, is pharmacy. Pharmakia is Greek for pharmacy. That's what Walgreens has. A pharmacy or a pharmakia. And in there is a witch doctor. Not an MD. A witch doctor. And that's what they go to school for. They put together these different potions that you can drink with water, juice, or whichever else you want to drink with. They put together these little pills and they put them in bottles. This is not normal. But they made it normal in this society. Why? Because the giants, the Nephilim, rule this country. USA under Satan's authority. That's what the USA stands for. Land of Babylon. Land of the confused. That's what Babylon means. Land of the confused. We are backwards people, man. Read that one more time.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Let's do another comparison. Right now I have on Nike shoes. I got on Nikes. Right? None of us have ever Wikipedia'd the word Nike. Go to Wikipedia. You'll see this Nike symbol, and you'll see the goddess that it represents. The winged goddess. That's why on your Nike you got Jordan flying in the air, because Nike represents the winged goddess. And here we are, we running into these stores trying to buy Nike, lining up to buy Nike. Why? Because we put other gods before us, before our God. We put other gods before our God. So when you think about the New York Giants, why do they, all of their gear, most of their gear is represented on Nike. Sometimes you gotta beat them. The 3 stripes, which also means Ra, Ra, Ra in Hebrew. 666. You got all the gods just right in front of your face, and we just here walking with them. We walk with them on. We shop all up in them. You got Walgreens with Pharmakia. What else we got? That's representing these different gods, because they're all in sports. All throughout sports is representing different gods. Anytime they're putting these teams together, they saying this god going against this god. The Titans, What another team, the Titans. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And they got secret societies in these stadiums that sacrifice little boys and little girls. And here we are, we filling up the stadiums to support who? Their God. To support their God. We have to start looking at these people, man. I can bring out another god, Moloch, right? No one would guess where the god Moloch is sitting around at. But guess what? He's sitting right on your police officers. That five-pointed star is Moloch. That's who they represent. That's the god of authority. That's why they put it on. To represent authority. The god Moloch. Read that again.
Exodus chapter 30, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That was Exodus 20 and 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And our police, the ones that supposed to police us and exercise authority, are representing the god of Moloch. That's something terrible, right? But nobody cares. We're going to walk around like we don't see it when it's right in our faces. It's right there in our faces, man. Yeah. I don't have my book. It's right there in our faces. Again, it's all in sports. Anything that the masses flock to, what they symbol look like? This symbol over here, through the hockey team.
I'm not too sure what their symbol is for this hockey team that they have down here. It's a fairly new team. So.
Okay, it's a new team? Okay. So we put together these, and in addition, don't let me forget these holidays. Exactly. Say that right. New Jersey Devils. Go ahead.
New Jersey Devils have the horns on their logo for their hockey team. So there you have it.
The New Jersey Devils. Now that should be a dead giveaway. That should be a giveaway of saying, yeah, we represent Satan. But you, being the people, you want to ignore it. You want to go have fun. You don't want to research it. It's secret societies that are up in these stadiums. All you're doing is paying to go watch them, but behind the scenes, they're organizing. Okay, which demon is going to win which demon is going to win in this stadium today? So the people can go celebrate for this demon, for this God. We really need to understand that. When the Nephilim fell, the angels slept, when the angels fell, came down and slept with the women. That's where you get all these UFOs and kidnappings. All that stuff is real. They're the ones running these societies. You really have to think about this. We didn't just come up with, man that just didn't evolve and started creating these buildings and flat screen TVs and trains and, electric cars. People, there are other beings giving people this information. Spiritual wickedness in high places. In 50 years, there was a big boom of electronics, of man making machinery. A big boom. And it just happened like 50 years, maybe 60 years. Once that happened, all of a sudden we got Radio Shack where they selling flat screens and all kind of other little gadgets, cell phones, and men are not coming up with this. Look at us. We're just sheep. We're doing what the majority is doing. We're doing shalom. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. There were giants in the earth those days. And also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, that they bore children to them, the same became mighty men which were old, men of renown. So, when the angels fell and they slept with the women, they created men of renown. Men of renown, meaning great, strong, smart, men of renown. These are your Hercules. When you watching TV and they come up with Hercules, they come up with Jack and the Beanstalk, right? Some of the weirdest stories. You would think that was just fairy tales. Well, that was the real deal. That was the real deal. The giants were so busy crushing people, eating people, making dinosaurs. And y'all thought dinosaurs just went extinct after 60 million years, 60 billion years, or whatever number they give everybody, right? Just to keep you guessing on what's going on and not worried about it. Just coming up with numbers, right? And you think dinosaurs was billions of years ago and some asteroid came out of the sky and hit the earth and killed off all the dinosaurs. Does that make any sense? We've been here almost 6,000 years and ain't no asteroid hit here. And when they say a meteor fell from heaven, do they ever find it and pick it up and show you? That's because it ain't no meteors, but it ain't no rocks falling out of heaven. Them things that's lighting up the sky and coming out, those are your UFOs. Those are your Nephilim. Your aliens. When Will Smith was coming, Independence Day, and they always show America winning. Anytime something comes out of heaven, they're showing America win. When America gonna lose? They need to keep the hope of the people up. They need to keep your confidence about America up. Because they don't want you to know this society is going to fall. And when it falls, it's going to hurt everybody. The whole earth is going to shake. Read that for me out. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning? Since you're on TV enjoying these things, man, and you loving simplicity, since it's readily available for you, you believe it. Anything they say on the news, the meteorologists and all these, and they're mostly talking about either MERS, traffic jams, right? Nothing to educate you, because they don't want to do that. And on top of that, you don't want to do that. You don't want to get educated. You want to sit there and either laugh or get sad, because that's what you're watching TV for. Right? And all along, they're giving you all this information about the Nephilim, about the United States. Matter of fact, anytime the government, anytime the United States is about to crumble in the movies, it's always a black president. And what do you know? Look who's sitting in office. Look who's sitting in office. Armageddon, black president. I can't remember this other movie with Danny Glover as the black president. Think about it, man. Think about it. And here it is. Everybody got Obama sitting as the savior of America. Even got him a peace, what you call that? A Nobel Peace Prize. And this dude didn't drop more bombs than all the Nobel Peace Prize winners put together. Has he created peace in your community? Has he done anything in your community? Just think about it. It's been 8 years. And you Negroes, and not only you Negroes, all the nations that's in America, has anything changed for you? Anything. The only thing that changed was that excitement. The same excitement that you get watching a 30-minute television show or a 2-hour television show when he got elected. That's the only thing you got out of it. You better wake up to reality, folks. Because all they're doing is touching your 5 senses. That's it. They're just touching your 5 senses. All this stuff is touching your 5 senses. That's why this society is addicted to electronics. Because it touches the 5 senses. It ain't touching here, man. We turn on that television, man, they feed us anything. And feed you the truth in between the lines. Subliminal messaging. A few 10 years back, actually a little bit before that, there was a cartoon that came out that promoted taxes. 5 years later, all of a sudden, America started raising up paying taxes. Why? Because they're controlling society through television. They tell you to pay taxes through a cartoon, and you'll start paying taxes. Not only that, if they're raising your children, because you're not, they're raising your children on television. So if they're telling the kids through television and through these cartoons and through these movies, you know, go have intercourse while you're young, disobey parents and mother, you know, disobey father and mother, that's what they're going to do, man. That's why you got society the way it is. Because the rulers of this nation do not care for your well-being. They want confusion. That's why they have Democrats and Republicans. Right? The red and blue. They fighting red and blue in our hoods over there in California. It's nothing different from a Democrat and Republican party, only they are on the same team. Because they got the money. They understand how to fight. They're not fighting, they're not shooting each other out. They're battling on paper. With paper and a pen. And they're representing, for example, the Democrats represent democracy. Or the worship of demons. You break that word down, Democrats, the worship of demons. And we just walking around like, I mean, we are really looking past just the small things, especially when we talk about these coliseums. Because it all leads back to who's ruling this society. That's where it leads back to, man. Because they're not the people that's telling you to operate this way. And most of us brothers, right? You dark-skinned Negroes and you Mexicans, right? They have you thinking a certain way against yourselves. So now you fighting against yourselves instead of fighting the people that's at war with you. Go ahead. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 9. Thus saith the Lord after this manner. Wait. Who's saying this? Thus saith the Lord after this manner. And this is another issue. We don't have these words coming out of our pastors' mouths. Say it again. Thus saith the Lord after this manner. And none of these Islam, none of these other people are coming out and saying this thing. What are they supposed to say? Thus saith the Lord after this manner. Go ahead. Will I mend the pride of Judah and the great pride of Jerusalem. He said our God, right? Our God said he's going to take away your pride. He's going to take away your pride. Go ahead. Verse 10.
This evil people, which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their heart. Oh, we didn't hit something. Because he said they don't want to hear my words. I know the people that don't want to hear this word. They in my hood. Not only in my hood, man, it's all over this nation. It's like a disease. They done popped out with atheism, so now everybody want to be an atheist. Atheism didn't exist 100 years ago. They just came up with that. They know there's gods that exist, but they want to keep you from realizing the truth. They know that many gods exist, many of them. And they're running this earth rampant. But that's who we're listening to. We listening to those that are for our destruction. Right? Read that again. They don't want to hear the word. Read that again. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 10. This is an evil people which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their heart. Anything that you can imagine, that's what you're going after. And he calls you an evil people. Why? Because you have no boundaries, you have no rules. You go into religion like that's going to save you. If you step into Christianity, you think that's going to save you? You step into a church, you think that's going to save you? That's just the beginning. And that is the start of the deception of the many gods. On Sunday, what they got you worshiping? The sun god. On Friday in Islam, what they got you worshiping? I can't remember this dude's name. You get on Wikipedia, what is it? Well, you definitely got Allah. That's definitely another god. But on Friday, they have a certain god also. You get on Wikipedia and look up the days of the week. Each day of the week is a god. Each day of the week, say that. Friggs, the god Friggs is who Friday was named after. They didn't name each day of the week after a god. And that goes right back to Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. But what it is here, we say we don't need a law no more. Because Jesus Christ then came. So since you don't need a law, guess what? The gods are running rampant on this earth. You don't need a law? See, it's just like saying, I don't need that God. Because this God in the Bible is a God of order. Go to, is that it or you going to know? Go ahead. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 10. This is an evil people which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their evil heart, and walk after other gods to serve them and to worship them, and shall even be as the griddle, which is good for nothing. Wait a second. It said they're going to walk after other gods. Is that what the Most High said? He telling the people, y'all going to walk after other gods. And here it is. Here it is. All up in the Colosseums. You go back to ancient Rome, guess what? Out of the Colosseums, they were worshiping gods. So you can forget about all that atheism. You can forget about that. And that God don't exist, or the Bible ain't true. He's telling you, you're going to walk after other gods. And you walking around like you don't have a God, but here you are getting pharmakia. Here you are going into these Colosseums, the New Jersey Devils, right? The Tennessee Titans, right? Men of renown. This is spiritual wickedness in high places that your pastor, that your imam, that your rabbi is not coming out with. He's not going to tell you this because he wants you in the position of giving up your money. Period. Your government is not going to tell